Well, hello everybody and welcome to a brand new Let's Play on the channel. We are in Rome Total War 2. If you haven't seen already, there's a new schedule video up earlier today. That's outlining for the first time a proper schedule on the channel. And part of that is going to be a brand new Total War Let's Play. So, I'm going to be playing the Vae Victis mod. Now this mod is one I haven't played before, which is the first reason it interested me. It has a focus on historical accuracy. There's a lot of new factions, a lot of changes to how I've seen a lot of other mods done. So there are a lot of very small, unique factions which interest me, and all the unit models and everything have been redone to focus on that historical accuracy. There are also some changes to the campaign and the battle gameplay. If you want to see what they are, go check it out in the workshop. It is Vae Victis. You can see it how it's spelt on screen. So we are going to be jumping in to a brand new campaign. Now I've decided, well, first just take a look at the amount of factions there are now. It took me ages to decide what I wanted to play as, because there is a whole host of new factions now, and obviously I don't know much about any of them, to be honest. Some of them are reconfigured, remade factions that are in Total War. Some of them I've never seen before in my life, so I presume they're completely new. So what I'd chosen to play as were the Turdetani. Turdetani were an ancient pre-Roman people of the Iberian Peninsula, the Roman Hispania, living in the valley in what was to become the Roman province of Hispania Baetica, Spain. So we're in Spain. I don't know, it's been so long since I've played this game, I can't remember if they were in the base game or if this is a reworked faction or completely new. Their unit composition I like. There's a lot of interesting units in there. So hopefully we can have some fun. I'm going to be playing on, I'll play on hard. I don't want another failed campaign particularly. Battle timer, yep. Okay, let's just jump straight into this campaign, shall we? Okay, so we're in. No intro scene or little intro message. It is a custom faction, so it would have been a nice touch maybe for a little explanation of early goals for each faction, but with so many, I can understand how mod teams don't take it as a priority, because mod teams do an incredible amount of work for literally no money. So you have to respect whatever decisions they make. So we're in sort of southwest Spain, it would seem. We have a single city, Cartuba. Looks like we've got kind of Romany Greeky buildings, not sure. God, it's really nice to be back in this game. Warhammer is such a good direction for the Total War series to take, but I'm nowhere near ready for them to take that step permanently. I can't wait for a new historical Total War, and I'm glad that glad to be back here in the historical world, where you know the rules of combat rather than fire and magic raining from above. So we seem to be starting with a pretty healthy balance, which is good. Let's take a look and see if we are at war with anybody. So we are the military allies of Carthage then. Did not know that. That's a good early step for us to have, to be honest. Although we don't seem very happy with them. I'm a bit confused. Are we at war, or are we a military alliance? I guess we've had a previous war with Carthage, and we have now made peace and made an alliance. But they're still not very happy about the war, it would seem. We have great relations with everybody around us, which is good. So I think we're going to see if we can get some trade with the Aveki.
Welcome! We will talk and then we will feast until our guts rumble and our backsides ache from overuse.
Wonderful. Sounds great. Do we already have a trade agreement? There seems to be no trade. We have a non-aggression pact, but can't trade. I must get used to all the menus. It's
friend,
a little bit different.
Welcome. The spirits of this place smile upon you. The gods bless you.
Thank you. I am glad.
We have need of talk, I'm sure.
So we already have trade.
We also need...
It looks like then Carthage might be our opening enemies. We're very friendly with everybody about us. So let's get building. We need 10 population surplus. We don't have funds to upgrade any of these. It's just me, or is that text unbelievably difficult to read on the value? I can't read that at all. Anyway. So let's build some units. We can't build much at the moment. Research and technology. I think as we're pretty much at peace with everybody at the moment, civil would be a good place to start. So let's go ahead and end our turn there. So it's a pretty blank canvas, it would seem. As I say, Carthage, obviously we are military allies now, but there's been a previous war which they don't seem to be happy about, understandably. So we've got to be watchful of what they might do. Everybody around us, as I said, seems very friendly, but they also look very weak and would be the much easier conquest. So we've got some nice little sprites for these images now. Quartermaster, war declared. Carthage have gone to war against Massalia. Unseasonal conditions. Okay. So, I wish I could read this. I really cannot read this at all. I think they're 4,000 something, and they're 3,000. Is this what we want? Public order and wealth. Our public order is not great, so that would probably... Let's go for a Hornmaker, so let's just skip another turn, and then we can get that built. I think what Historical Total Wars offer as well, which Warhammer has, due to the law, hasn't been able to keep away from, is the way that you can have emerging empires in completely different areas. You could have a tiny faction get quite medium sized, you could get a large faction take over almost all of a continent, and it can swing around because there are so many factions and it's ahistorical. So with Warhammer, obviously they have to stick sort of to the law, and there isn't really much in the way of unexpected things happening. We still can't make that hill maker, we have to wait another turn. So I think we need to continue building our resources up and our buildings. Our starting army isn't going to be brilliant, let's be honest. It'd be nice to get a military building up, but it depends how fast the population grows, I suppose. We need to sort out the public order though. That's not helping us. Okay. We'll make it... It's actually 5,500. Wow. So it's very strange early composition of buildings, and they're very expensive to upgrade. So this is obviously part of the campaign changes, making it a lot more difficult to advance down building chains, which will probably slow the gameplay down. But maybe that's the idea. As they said, they want to make it a bit more historical. So I can see that. I can see how that would work. So we have to wait another turn for our Hornmaker. I've got a feeling these turn times are going to get pretty hellish. later in the game. With so many new factions. I mean, it's moving very quickly at the moment, but there's so many of them. Recruit a spy, and we shall get +5 spy action. Well, it's not really much benefit, is it? Just to build a spy to get an... That's gone down to 4/6 now. Okay. Right, let's get that built. That will give us some more public order, a bit of money, and some wealth from entertainment, and increase our garrison. It will also allow us to recruit the Baleares Hariko Pegaritian. Yeah, you're going to get some beautiful pronunciation in this series, I'm sure, which looks to be a missile unit. They are a missile unit, so that would probably be welcome. These Falcata Guderians are not brilliant at all. There's not much else we can do. Mercenaries, not much option either. Okay. Well, we just want to build. We don't want to go out on a limb too quickly. See, we want to build. We are a small tribe in the heart of Spain. We want to eventually conquer the world, but it's baby steps to begin with. We need to improve our economy, build a standing army to defend ourselves, and eventually go on the offensive. A feast, lovely. +4 public order, always welcome. It's going to take 7 turns to work, so it is really slowed down. That's quite surprising how much it's been slowed down. It'll be interesting to see how this is going to affect how the game plays. Because that is the thing about Total War, especially Rome when it launched. You could just build up these incredible armies and steamroll as the smallest tiny factions. And really the major factions should have a big advantage because they've got multiple settlements, they've got all the money, all the trade, all the military knowledge. As you can see here, Carthage already a full stack army. Obviously large territories. So as a small faction, to develop yourself into someone that's capable of creating an empire, it's going to take a lot of work and time, which is, it certainly seems it's going to. Right, we need some kind of units. Let's just keep building infantry. Not to go on the offensive necessarily. Oh god, I forgot about arse. Actually the best settlement name in the whole of the game. So we will want to conquer Arse at some point. Trying to keep a straight face through that one. But Arse shall be ours. Arse will be ours. Celtic Field Systems research complete. Good. So let's see what's in the building chain. So that enables us to build a farm, agricultural or commerce, trees, wealth from culture, tax rate, agent costs, wealth from culture, cultural conversion, construction, +1 growth, +3 growth. Growth I think we need, so earthworks it shall be. We want to grow this one city because I don't think we're going to be conquering places too quickly. How much do we need for that? 7,100. What's our food situation like? Is free? What's that going to do? -1 with that. Okay, we'll save up to upgrade the main settlement as well. Then we get our little Game of Thronesy moment. I'm pretty sure that's not in Warhammer. I'm pretty certain it's not. I haven't noticed it, if it is anyway. That was of course the thing everybody was so in love with from the early videos when they announced Rome. It was of course those Game of Thrones city expanding out of the earth. Our ally has been attacked. by Garmantia. I think Carthage, however untrustworthy they are, we're going to want to keep them on side for the moment, so we will enter the war on the side of the ally. It may also give us a chance to conquer territory, although I don't know quite where they are. I'll have to have a little look. War target available. Now suggest a war target. I wouldn't really suggest a war target to Carthage, to be fair. I'll let them get on with it. Okay, so they're deep in Africa. Yeah, I don't think that's going to really be a conquest we're going to be interested in. But we didn't want to break that alliance. We'll end the turn again. Just want to skip through these so we can get to the action. Ebora over here, or whatever faction they're called, seem to be growing a pretty substantial army, but we are friendly, so I'm sure they will find no reason to attack us just yet. I can tell already these turn times are going to be pretty dire. We failed. Yeah, we did fail that, but I'm not really interested in spies at the moment. Okay, so we can upgrade to a fortified settlement. That's going to give us more public order, growth, wealth, and provide a pretty, wow, 12 units of spearmen. So they've increased the garrisons massively this time then, in this mod. The original garrison, holy crap. Okay, so you're not going to take on a city lightly. I like this idea as well then. So they've increased the garrisons to a pretty substantial army. More substantial than my current army. Which if you think about it, you would. Especially if it was your only village. You would have most of your warriors in there defending it. So we should upgrade it to a fortified settlement. I guess we don't need much of an army for the moment then, considering. Because if they're going to attack us, it's going to be the garrison that saves us, not our army. Carthage? Oh, they've always had quite aim, haven't they? They do start with it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This is gonna. This will get painful. Peace negotiated between Massalia and Carthage. Client established. So they made them a client faction. Okay. Right. I don't know what we can do but just rattle through these turns. Is this still researching? No. Technology. 4 turns. So everything's just a lot more drawn out. Just going to want to rattle through these turns, really. Okay, I think what we might do is, if we're approaching 20 minutes, I might leave this first episode here. It's a nice little introduction. You can sort of see what the differences in the mod are already. So we're all set up. I think I'll rattle through some of these turns before the start of episode 2. Just so you're not sitting here watching me effectively hit the end turn and wait for all the factions to do what they want to do. So, if you're excited for this series, hit that like button. If you have any information about it, about some of the differences of it, about how to play it, if you've played it before, do leave that down below. As I said, if you want to check out the mod, search it on the Steam Workshop. All the parts are so simple to get into the game. And so, thank you so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as well. That always helps me out. And we'll be back later this week, bang on schedule, for part number 2. So I'm going to get myself through these turns, and I'll see you on the other side. Psst. Psst. Do you know who the fuck this child is?
Yes. It's yours.
That's... Is it?
I don't know, I've only just arrived in this area. I'm black.
What happened with that opium?
You're
not with a child.
Meant to be going to Disneyland, mate.
Oh God! What?
Yeah, it's going to be a bumpy, man. Whoa, everything's coming up the plane, man!
Has it got adaptive suspension?
It's going down, man! Oh my god, this man!
My friend's...
Oh god!
He's pretty good.
Alright, let's do this.
I know dwarves are strong, I still don't really trust that they can carry that chair though.
It's the most hilarious board crafts in the game.
It absolutely is.
Oh, huge force.
Is that... They just spawn all of them
hot.
together?
They're not even like waiting. Oh, we might actually have to reevaluate that strategy.
Yeah, I would make a line if I were you, and I'll try and be your... I'll try and be your flanking force.
Alright, here. Not good.